Okay, in any case, so a lot of times you get, if you export everything with this too, there's normally issues, but I'll show you my way, and it's issue free so far, and it's a big place. I was stuck in grass. Watch the previous video if you want to make your own islands and put on grass wherever you want. But I'm postponing grass now. I know how to do it. First I'm gonna build homes and all that stuff, and then I'll put on the grass. Okay, next. So we've got that Reaper Peak. I don't think it will show up. No, not yet. It's only that start container, that one. Free drive. Okay, I was saying, get the KN5 files only by exporting. Then importing. Then importing each one, and if you export it from RTB, they will be FBX files. Like these. Then you open them. Let's open one that let's open terrain. And you go one by one. You're gonna do that now. And you go one by one and save it as KN5 files. Mine is set up that all my KN5 files default saves to my RTB folder. Documents. This is RTB's default installation path. Documents, racetrack builder. And then when you create your projects, new whatever project, it will show here on the racetrack builder. Documents, racetrack builder. Here's my start container done. Then if you export it, it will automatically save your FBX files under your track name type. There's the FBX files with their corresponding ini files. These files will be created when you export your track with these parameters, separate files, to racetrack builder, Sterkfontein Dam, your track name, export your track name, and there they are. Then when you import those files to be converted to KN5 files, let's open terrain. Oh, sorry, I've already opened terrain. And you save it under that same documents, racetrack builder, your track name, export your track name. And for this one it is the terrain FBX Sterkfontein Dam terrain FBX, your track name terrain FBX. But then instead of FBX you put in KN5 and you save it. And from there you can just go copy that terrain file, you go over your track folder name, like this one, and when you paste it over here, like that, there it is. It has to be referenced within both these files to be picked up. Then from there, got your user interface also. Okay, so let's carry on. Free drive, free per peak, Sterkfontein Dam. Those are our three main tracks for now. Let's go first, user interface. So user interface, we've got three tracks each. Yeah. Okay, this will be whatever you call it, track front, track back, track front, track back, track free drive. I don't know. The only difference is when free drive doesn't have an AI file, so there's no race. So it doesn't matter which direction you go. Yeah, but there's a very cool person on race department that converts it to traffic. Alekaboo, I think it is. Yes. In any case, those are my free tracks currently. It only shows Sterkfontein Dam and free drive. Those two. Okay, then let's start. This Windows user interface. Got the outline, that very important file, preview, outline. Same with that one. Okay, let's go back. User interface. Let's create that JSON file. I'm using Sublime Text and create a new one. Save as. Okay, so I need to save this within program files, Steam apps, common, Assetto Corsa, content, tracks, Sterkfontein Dam. What folder did I go? Let's do Sterkfontein Dam first. Pardon? I'm gonna close that. Okay, so I want the JSON file over here. Save it under track Sterkfontein Dam. Okay. User interface Sterkfontein Dam, and that file name is UI track.json. UI track.json. Enter. Okay, that file should now be over there. And in the preview, what's that size? 355 by 200. I'm just gonna borrow that one. Let's just create a new one. Open Paint. File, save as. In Maps, common Assetto Corsa, contain tracks, Sterkfontein Dam, UI, Sterkfontein Dam, preview, save. Now there it is. Edit. I'm gonna take a bucket now. Brush. Noise black. Oops, not. Text. What is this? Sterkfontein Dam. Big white. Okay, so I'm gonna call that one. What did I do? Okay, Sterkfontein Dam, so I'm gonna save it. Save. Okay, that's the first one. The outline, and this one was generated through Content Manager. Yes. This one was created automatically. We'll check later. Okay, but I'm gonna leave those out for these. Let's go. Sterkfontein Dam. Open. And there's nothing. Oh, come on. File opener is let's open this one and copy that, paste. Okay, so what's in here? It's a bracket. I've covered this in a previous video. Yeah, you can copy this. I'm not gonna go over it now, but it's a bracket. You start with a bracket, end with a bracket, like that and that. Enter and everything in between. So that's name, double point, tab, then again within brackets because it's text. It's a string. Sterkfontein Dam, comma. Just that name also needs a bracket. And then you just carry on. Between brackets, the description. Oops. Again, double point. Tab, if you want to make it beautiful. Just remember, tabs doesn't work so nicely in Notepad++. But you can't make this file in Notepad. You have to have Notepad++. Oh, there's so many. There's so many of them. I don't know them. That's what I use. Don't know. I used that before. Don't know. I think I used that. Don't know. Used that before. And yeah, the list goes on. So, where are we now? Oh, nice, repeat. This is my own file, so I'm not bothered. Okay, carrying on. That's just, that's how you do it. And you carry on. Okay, so description. your name, your description, your tags. Tags I'm not sure about. I'll get back to that. Because last time I changed something. I don't think I need to put in circuit here specific. I'm not sure. Then geotags, I don't have a Latin longitude because it's a fictional road for me, so I can probably give it. If you want to know where it is, you just go to edit venue, there it is, latitude, longitude, lat, long. That's about it. You can go and check. I did not enter mine because this is not nearly like the real road. But I still enjoy it. A lot of driving. If it gets a little bit of life, it will be amazing. But any case. Then I don't put that in for that reason. I made so many elevation changes, it's not real, or could not at that time. Okay, country, South Africa. Oh, the length is I think 43 or whatever. Width, I know now it is between 7 to 9. In my previous video I also showed how to change the... Let me show you. It's better. This road, West Points. W. Okay, so these nodes. This means they are 0.63 space out from each other. I click here from that point to the middle point. There, 0.00 to there. It's 4.04 meters. From there to there, it's 4.03 meters. So in total, it's 8.05. 8.05 something. As I understand, the 18 stands for from this point and that point. If you make a straight line, this thing makes a bow. So from this point, it is 0.02 millimeters above ground, 0.6, 0.06 above ground, and so forth. 0.17, 0.18 above the straight line between this point and this point. And then you can see the curve up, down, and this is giving you that camber or camber. I don't know how you pronounce it, but yeah, that's also how you get your width of your road. That point and that point together, it's 8.05 from that center point. I hope that makes sense. Between these, so you can basically remove these and it makes something in the road, but and hold control, just put them back and you can move them around. But yeah, I'm leaving that like it is for now. www. Okay. Okay, that's the width. Pit boxes are 30, so back to the track. We know we are working within Sterkfontein folder user interface, so we are looking for bits. And currently I only have one bit. And this is this one, so I choose that one. Bits are going that one, so it's anti-clockwise, but I've got 30. I don't use two teams, only one team. They stagger 20 and they are 35 after each other. I'm not gonna do any setting changes because it doesn't like you making too much changes. So I suggest if you're working with bits and bit positions, make a backup of your project. It's extremely important. You start moving cars around silly places and stuff, it gets stuck and it can become a nightmare. Just the best thing is make backups. It's easy as that. I learned the hard way a few times, and now I'm a regular backupper. Okay, so that is, we've got 30 bits, one team, 30 bit boxes. The year I started making it was 2019. Yeah, I'm the author. Okay, anti-clockwise. Sterkfonteindam specifically starts anti-clockwise. I'm going that side, so it's anti-clockwise. Right. Version, I don't really know. I don't have a website yet. Add one, not anymore. Okay. That covers that UI track JSON. Then I'm gonna copy these two because it's just a repeat each time for every track within your user interface. So let's do Reaper Peak. We know Sterkfonteindam will not work, so I don't want that one. This one doesn't have text in it. File save as user interface, Reaper Peak, preview. There it is. Let's save it for that other one as well while we're here, otherwise I must come back. Sorry, this is not really a tutorial. It sounds like a tutorial, but just follow along if you're interested. Already make one for free drive as well. Okay. We already did Sterkfonteindam plus Sterkfonteindam's JSON file. Next up is free drive. Edit this text. I'm gonna save that one. There it is. Right, free drive. Then we need a JSON file also for free drive. Okay, let's edit it. You know this one is yeah. Let's copy that. Copy free drive. Open. Just gonna delete. Save. That was that sample I gave. Okay, we know this one is for free drive, so it's free drive, save. We drive. Drive wherever you want. And in any direction you want. Okay. Tax is, I'm gonna say free drive. Those two I'm leaving, it's fictional for me. Yeah, I'm gonna leave that. I'm gonna leave that. The boxes, I'm also leaving at 30. Free drive. Yeah, this is, doesn't really, for free drive I don't think it's gonna matter. But for a race you should say run, is it clockwise or anti-clockwise? Important. My free drive, I'm gonna leave it blank for free drive. Save. Okay, let's do Reaper Peak. It might okay, save, Control S, close. Let's edit Jason, we know this is Reaper. That was that sample. Whatever, the race to go. This is a circuit race. Let's make this one what? Point to point. Like a rally. I don't know. Rally. Geotags, let with that length. That will depend. I don't know. Let's make that one 10,000. Okay, we're saying the boxes. Let's make that one 24 for Reaper Peak, which we do not have. Let's make it 24, and we're gonna go clockwise. Free drive. Close. Free drive. We're gonna go, I think, also clockwise. No, anti-clockwise. Okay, let's leave it like that. What's next? We now have our user interface folder set up for all three our track samples. It's picking up. This is our Sterkfontein Dam, Free Drive and Reaper Peak. Okay. then our track folders should be empty still. Skins is empty. User interface we are done with. This is where our main track info is within this JSON file. Okay. Okay, let's start then. Let's go for the sake of racetrack. Let's select that one. Okay, we want to export all our models separately now. File, export. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go to this is my folder. Export Sterfontein. Everything will be exported to this folder. So I'm gonna take all of these and delete it. There it's gone. So I can still work with my track. It's empty. Let me show you. I'll not throw an error. Currently, if I go to my default, my documents, racetrack builder, Sterfontein, I just deleted all my KN5 files that I exported to the export folder, together with the files that get exported with your track. I deleted it, everything just a moment ago, so I just want to show you. If I export it from racetrack builder, launch, open Sterfontein up. Just don't delete that one. Or you can, I don't know, it won't make a difference. There it's loaded, so we are going file export. Yes, I want to minimize this. I'm going to export it now from I'm gonna go file, export. You see it exports the documents, racetrack builder, Sterfontein, export. We'll create that texture. See, racetrack builder, Sterfontein, export, Sterfontein. It will create. Okay, so I want everything but a separate. Okay. There it's coming. Great, done. Okay. Minimize. Okay, now that's done. In order to get these KN5 files, we have to import each one to case editor and export separately. You can't import every one. Can't go like, let me just show. You can't go now, open FBX. This is our new files created 2018, today, 28th. Don't go and you can't open objects. What it will do is, if you say like this, if you take open objects plus you open another one like this, do one at a time. If you save this one now, it will only be Sterfontein objects.kn5. But if you go and you add another one to this one, let's say let's do start finish, that's quick. If you do this, both will stack together. So you will have objects including start finish, not only object. So keep that in mind. Do one at a time. So let's quickly do that. File, open FBX. I'm gonna take sterkfontein.object. This is how I do it. And everything remains within the race track build folder, so you know you can just copy and paste to your track folder afterwards. Okay, file, track. I'm not gonna go into anything now, as oh, this is 3 settings. Actually, the correct settings. Very nice. Let's just save it. So it's file, save as. We know for a fact we imported the FBX now. So you take whichever name you want to name it. I'm gonna keep it the same for the sake of RTB insanity, whatever. Okay, in 5, enter, there it is. Successfully, thank you. Close, there it is. Next. File, open FBX, is objects, this is strings. There was a time that you could not import strings by itself. You had to. I commented on Steam about it, my resolution. You have to import walls together, that yellow walls, together with the string object barriers. Otherwise it throws error. But only for string objects. Let's see if this goes through. Got a lot of let me show you barriers, and everything is string objects together with this yellow walls. Those barriers, those yellow walls are all within this group, string objects, things that string together. So if you put one down, show you straight line, you put one there and there, it strings together. String, string, string. Down. Whilst objects is just single objects that you put down. Okay. Yeah. Let's see if this thing imports. I have no idea. I saved it separately. Okay, but if you see here, I've got a lot of string objects. And normally I save these string objects together with this yellow wall. I want to choose the wall, that one. Move together with this yellow wall and barriers. I go file, export. I export those only as string objects and walls, but create separate files, and they combine within these, and then it exports correctly. We'll see if this works. I don't know. It's taking long because a lot to calculate. And I love this camera view. Yeah, if I can put a few condos there and here and there and animals, fencing with the grass that I got bred yesterday. It's gonna be a joy. Okay. Still waiting for this thing to import. I don't want to click on it, otherwise it shouts at me. If this thing throws an error, I will know for a fact you still have to save string objects together with the wall. Together as a... Let me go and look for it. Racetrack builder, discussions, search, string wall. This return rename one. Oh, okay, here it is. Inventory. 12 March 2019. I export everything to separate files for opponents issue. When adding a yellow collide wall, it does not want to export and will give an error. Solution for me: export only object strings, in the case L guard rail. Export walls, in this case yellow collide wall. Select nothing else but these two options to combine them. So you should not that one, only those two, and it picks up like that when you save it like this. Now I remember. It's coming back to me now. You have to save. It's like a total blank. I think it's a 5 kilobit for my track. It's really small. Let me show you. Show you now. No, I can show you. Let me export it. Okay, so it creates, it's a 1 kilobit. It creates this file. It's important because this file needs to be referenced as a KN5 file as well. It's taking so long. It's sometimes taking till just 27 minutes. But that was a long time ago. I'm gonna cancel this one. I really think that problem still persists. This is the only way I got it to work correctly without an error. Okay, so let's try. I've already got only object, string object and wall. It's giving me issues, so I'm gonna delete these two for now. Okay, so let's do the first one. File, export, leave everything empty. Okay. Okay. Close that one for now. Case editor, let's open that small one. I created this 5 kilobit. Open file, save pane 5, and we call this one the track name. Contain dump. Okay. Close. Next one was the object which we already did. String object is giving us issues. I'm gonna leave that one for now. Start and finish. Okay, for some reason my track background is very big. Let me show you. Texture 31.9 megabyte. So for each track I'm gonna create the drive Reaper Peak Stark Contain. It saves multiple backgrounds at 39 point something megabyte. To eliminate this, we have to, in the editor, if you open your start and finish. Okay, so remember this start and finish is only now for Sterkfontein NAM. We have not set any bits for the other two. It's only for this one currently, so okay. Where the hell was I? Is this? Almost done. Okay. So we have not set bits for the other two. So we go start finish. Open that one only now. Multiple times. File open, start finish. Looks like I forget things. Right, this one, but I have to check. Where did I check that last time? You see, each and every one uses this background, which is not right. Save that somewhere. We'll have a look again, and we will come back to this. Because to save it each time as 39 megabytes too big, so you have to change the background. I made a video about it, I'll search for it. But for now, let's carry on. Let's open file, open FPX. Let's do the start and finish. Fine. File, save, track. Start, finish. Next, file, open, terrain. I hope it makes sense. Just copy, but with your own track names. File, save as, this is terrain. KN5. Enter. Thank you. Next. File, open FPX. Track. Yeah, we don't. Okay. Our track. The track will be defined by one road, one toll, whatever. So, one road 0, one road 1, one road 2, and it goes on and on till 242. But we need, in order to pick up the pits, is the road. That's one piece of the road. I only want to set pits to this piece of road. From there to there, or from there to there, and this is the outgoing, which I'm not gonna go. Because if you set it to pits, it will slow down to 80 kilometers per hour, and your car will be able to fill up. Okay, so in order to select that, we have to change one road something to one pit. And you need to put the one in front for it to be active. So let's search for it. I'm gonna go up just to see the track. There it is. For some reason it closed. I've pressed F1 and it closed. Just gonna... Okay, so we are looking for that piece. Because that is our first pit. So if you've got multiple pit stretches that you want, so it's one pit 0, one pit 1, one pit 2. Okay, so there's a piece, there's a piece, and there's a piece. Almost this. But we only want this one. This is road 177. We know that, but we want it 1 bit 0. Enter. Okay, so that will now be a bit. I'm gonna save the persistence for this one, so if I open track again it will remember that's a pit lane. If not, you don't save persistence with the same model names. You have to come back each and every time and select your pit stretches and select your names. So you know we are happy for this file, save track. This is track. Call it 10.5. Okay. So the only thing that we didn't load as of far from one file, I'll open FBX. It's that wall and terrain. I'm gonna delete these two. I think it's because I'm streaming. That's probably don't have the best computer. Just look at that. Ooh. Okay, in any case, so that's that. I'm just gonna close a few things. Okay, so I was saying we did not import the string object and the yellow wall so far. My experience it gives error, so I'm gonna open the racetrack builder, open my project, but this time for my string objects and my yellow collision walls I'm gonna export them together. Well, like I discussed within this 12 March post, I export everything to separate file components. Export only string objects and export walls. Select nothing else but these two options to combine them. Okay. But if you do that, it will overwrite this file that we created by selecting nothing, again nothing, which is let's export first. Let's delete those string object and wall. I want them to be one, so this file will be replaced now, because you will see, you just have to get used to it. So I'm going to export walls, string objects together, select nothing else. Okay, now you will see this file 5 kilobits will be replaced. Okay, so let's try importing our string objects and walls again. Gonna take a minute or two. Now I'm gonna get me some cool drink, something to chow. I'll be back. Okay, now this takes a while. Depends on how big your track is. I've got quite a few string objects, and I need to add quite a few more. That's why it's important to have DDS files. So much to learn. So much to. I'm struggling myself. That's why I'm throwing in why I'm doing this, because I know I'm not alone. And if I can spare you some time learning stuff, maybe you see something you like what I'm doing. I don't know. Just don't know. Just don't press on this thing. It will sometimes take one hell of a long time. You interrupt that program at all. This case editor where my mouse is hovering. It says not responding, and it will just say not responding forever and a day. And then you have to start all over again anyways. Yeah, these trees that we see on the right, I'm gonna show you where I got it. It's still a free pack to this day. I've checked earlier. It's almost 7 gig download for all 4 packs. Now, now that I'm able to make grass, I'm gonna make these fields look a little bit more lively. Animals, fencing, maybe a shed here and there, farm equipment. We will look for free models, try and create some stuff ourselves with baking in mind. And last I will do the road, like the road visually and physically, plus what else? And then we will do grass. After placing all the objects, still have to put in the mountains. Other places to go. Where are we now? I think we are over here, over there. No, over there. Sorry, over there. So we're still waiting for this file, just don't click it, it takes long. Because if I click there now, it will say not responding and you have to start over. And remember, we're still importing that file we just exported, putting objects and walls together. Whatever you do, don't click. That's why I'm just doing something else for the meanwhile. Okay, okay, that window disappeared. That means it loaded and it crashed. Okay, so that means those two don't go hand in hand anymore. So let's do the separate one. It did not save. It saved that one, but it crashed. So I'm gonna exit. Delete that one. File. Export. Create separate files for me, thank you. Okay. Let's do the wall one first. So it imports the walls. Okay, another thing. These walls, as you can see, is currently it's a mess. But what you can do is, I commented about this as well. Let's go check your post. Giving the road more. Okay, here it is. How I got mine to work. Export the invisible wall yellow collide in RTB as a separate component file. Open case edit the wall file, go to utilities, node grid. In a node grid you can. Okay. So this is supposed to be transparent, but it is using the background. Utilities, node grid. Okay. We need all of those needs to be how do I change this again? Can't remember. What did I say here? So I really okay, so I recently started using what. Today I noticed the invisible wall export of renderable and transparent as true. That's why we are getting this. When we import our, what's that file? Wall. Should not be able to see anything. Okay, but in any case. What did I say? Export the invisible wall, yellow collide, separate. Open case editor. Open the wall file. Utilities node grid. In a node grid you can change multiple integers values at once. In the render column, make all 0. This will switch off visually, but physically it still works. Also, I used case per pixel shader only with TX diffuse for my material on the wall. Let's do that first. And close it off. Open file, open wall. Where's the wall? Not right, so it's utility. What did I say? I also used KS per pixel shader only with TX diffuse for my material on the wall. The image is small and transparent pixel. In other words, KS per pixel let's load that null. Right, now it's transparent. Not yet, because we have to go to utilities, node grid. Everything in there. How is that? Render. I want from that to that. Because that's a 1, so it is 0 is off, 1 is on. We need from there to there, it needs to be 0. Now I make a new, put in a 0 there and you edit. Okay, sharp. You want to change the value, you click it there and you put in the value and you choose edit. Okay, everything still render from there to there. I want it at 0, so edit. Come on, edit everything, please. Edit. So the render column, everything is 0, so that is good. And go out. Everything is gone. Now using a null. File, save, track. Going up. And we know this is wall. We may make it K in 5. K in 5. Right, so that is how you get that new wall bug out of the way. Let's make it null. This is also beneficial when you make multiple grids. RTB saves with the background, which is too big, so you have to go and change this to the null KS per pixel, and it will work fine. And I'll show you the small file size. Means 291. If you left it on background, it's gonna be 56 something megabyte. Okay, next. Let's try that string object. Gonna take a while. Okay, while we wait for the string object, is the last one. And we've got that static container, that small one, and we've got our object file. String object is busy. We've got our start and finish. There it is. There's the terrain. There's the terrain. And we've got our track. There it is. We've did our wall just now. Okay. These files comes from the export from RTB. Then you import it into case editor and you export it for these files. And we are on track. Waiting for this one while we wait back to here on models. Okay, so now we know we've got free drive, free package and stack container. But we have to reference the KN5 files which we built, imported, exported all our models is within those files, so we have to copy it to our track. So we know we exported everything to documents, race track builder, your track name, export your track name to here. I'm gonna copy all of those, copy, go to your track, and paste. So now we have to reference them in all of these files. Let's look at the sample here. All Sterkfontein Dam. Model null. Let's copy that. Let's open this one. Paste. Okay. To reference all these files, we have to like model file position. I don't know what is that for. But you have to reference each and every one like this. And it starts at 0. Copy that one. This one is 1. One is, we've already referenced that one, so make this one Sterkfontein Dam underscore object. Okay, that's still loading. Let's do the next one. Start finish. Now, duplicate. 2. Another one. One will be terrain. And then track. And and then we're waiting for string object. Okay, we're waiting for this one. Is object. Okay, save the file. Then this is reference. But we need to do it for all. Sometimes you will have models that will not be on one track but only on the other one. Then you just leave it out for that one and put in the appropriate. Literally like just this one serves that one. But they all share the common stuff. And the important ones like this one, definitely that small one. Plus definitely the roads, but you can have maybe different layout for winter with other trees. So you have Sterkfontein Dam have an extra one for summer trees, and Ripper Peak can have the same area but winter trees. So you're leaving the one and leave out the other one accordingly. Next. Let's do this. Let's copy all. Come on. Copy. Let's open this Sterkfontein Dam. Let's do free drive. Paste. Save. And Reaper Peak. Paste and save. At this stage they are all the same. So we're leaving it like that. All referencing, all three of these are only referencing these files, all of them. I'm gonna put in we'll do the grass afterwards. I'm gonna sit back and wait till this loads. This is my own file, so no copyright problems. Okay, so Mr. Brendan, the author, did change and fix that bug. You ignore this problem. You don't need to do this anymore. You don't need to do that. But you do need to do this still for the invisible wall which you separately reference over there. Otherwise you're gonna get frustrated. Right here, see what I did. Okay, anyway, carrying on. So this file opened separately, it's our S objects. In other words, it's all the barriers. Okay, let's save it. Also save. We know this one is S object. Okay, in 5. Save. Thank you. Thank you. We are confident it will work. So go back here. Nice. Okay, so this object, I need that one. Copy it for me. And paste. Okay, so everything is there now. But that file that gets generated by saving export, choosing nothing. And you say okay, it creates a small 5 kilobit. That is that one. And we've got our objects, trees, lamp poles, traffic signs. This object is our barriers. Let's get strings. They get string together. Start and finish is our grids. Terrain, all terrain. Track is our physical track plus our pit, which we need to specifically type in, and our walls, which are these. I don't have rising top walls, I only use the invisible one. This yellow one, it's a collision barrier. So, if everything went correctly, this should be a workable track. Okay, not yet. Okay. We've imported, exported all our files. Okay, so yesterday I did graphs. I'm going to copy. Just going to open start contain down. No, sorry. Free drive 1. These two rows. Okay, RTB free drive. Let's put it in free drive 6, 7 and 8. I want that bit gross and rolls 8. I'm going to copy it over, copy, paste. I did this yesterday, I'm keeping it in. Okay, so now I also, for these grasses to work, you have to create an extension folder with a file name, file, new text document, ext underscore .in. Okay, open that one, copy everything, paste it, save. Now our graphs will work. If you want to see how I did this, the only thing I left out is create this extension folder with this file name, ext-config, and follow that video. There's a link that you can copy everything or type it in like you saw it. That is for the graphs to work on specific islands. It's a good, I also learned something from that video, so watch it out. You will be able to make your own graphs wherever, whenever, whenever, on your own islands. Not just the game created terrain material names. Okay, next up, I know this is gonna work, so this sample, I renamed it to sample because that's my old division. This is this. Okay, so everything is correct. This track should work. Not yet. I speak not the truth. Okay, next up. We need our AI and data map. So go to start from first. Create the AI folder, data folder, and a map. We don't currently have a map, so I'm just going to copy that over. The map will be created when you've got AI created. We will do that very later on. When we got the AI created, it will create an automatic map with a transparent background with the outline of the map. Okay, so AI stays. Now for data. I did a previous video. just check review, edit some of my review. Just check in the reviews of Racetrack Builder for bubble tea. Go to contact connections. I made a video. Okay, yeah, folder structure. This video a while back. You go check it up.
Okay. This track's name is track. So let's
it's the same principle I this.
okay, then this file.
There it is.
5 times 200. So let's create a
Internet is slow.
light.
Okay, there it is. Around about 15 minutes in, I show how to create all these files manually. So I'm just gonna copy it. If you want to see how I do this, go check this video out. Can't remember exactly what I did.
Sun underscore pitch underscore and
Just gonna copy these.
equals 45.
Okay. Search for RTB to Assetto Corsa, creating folder and file structure manually, then testing our track, part 3. Round about here, I explain how to create all that files within that data folder. In this data folder, so copy, just gonna close. Nice. Okay, so paste. I'm not gonna go over this at the moment, so I'm going to go back. Next one, let's copy all those. Next one is drive. Let's paste that. Paste. And that's all. This track should work. So let's open this one. Close that. I'm gonna remove this track quickly, totally. Cut. That's the old correct one. Just gonna put it quickly under. So. Should be going now. Come on. Okay, switch. So that's sample one, that's the one I moved now. So that. Steps. Assetto Corsa. Content track, so that's only one. That one. Let's test the free drive. all share the same pits at the moment. The grass is still working. Working. Let's try that fontaine down. Well, just to mention, you can only take practice. There's no AI, so only practice. If you take anything else, it will just throw you out. Like this one. I did not add the grass in free drive. Ach, in start fontaine dan. Let's just check. Yeah. Reaper Peak. There's free drive. There's the grass. Start fontaine doesn't have grass, so if we take that. Reaper Peak as well. Save. Okay, that looks fine. Now it should have the grass. I think Reaper Peak we will give a backward start, and I'll show you how to do the different we call it, but the direction. So it's also working. Okay, indeed. Grass is working. Okay, so that is working. Reaper Peak, we want to go, what did we say? Reaper Peak, clockwise, while Start Fontaine down is anti-clockwise, so let's do that. Let's first just change our Start Fontaine down, edit. Let's call that start finish. Start Fontaine down, start finish anti-clockwise. Anti-clock, so we have to take that name and rename that one. Right, so start finish anti-clock, rename the same for free drive. Free drive will be anti-clock. Okay, so Reaper Peak will be clock. Copy. Okay, let's open Racetrack Builder. Up and start contain down. Okay, we only want to make the pits go a different direction at the moment. Now, I'm not gonna save anything, I'm just gonna swipe them over. And that's the end of it. Just wait for it to load. Okay. At this moment it is important to make a backup. I believe if you double click them, if you double click them, they turn around. Okay, but these don't turn around if you double click them, so control click, 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 click. I said paper pig will be paper pig will be 24 bit boxes. Okay, change it to 24. Now, like I previously said, don't always try to save over here, because playing with the pits normally goes sideways. Control click that one, bring it in. This new function that Brendan implemented with the cards that can rotate in the pits, which makes it possible to put it free drive just wherever you want. It's quite amazing. As you can see, and I have absolute total control over each and every individual car. Like that one, I can just rotate it without even disturbing the rest of the line. No, thank you, Mr. Brennan. I'm going to leave it like this just for now. Okay, so this needs to flip as well, so you double click it over there. Okay, but now you have to start and finish. So that's what I want to do. Rally. No, I'm going to do a circuit. We'll leave a rally for another day. To do this circuit you have to have a start that goes around and again there, but you've got two checkpoints that you need. You can put that checkpoint over here and just drive over there and over there and it will work without driving even on the track. As long as you go through the start, as long as you as you go through the start and both checkpoints, you can go pretty much wherever you want. So let's go look for that checkpoints. I have no idea where they are. Because I need to swipe them over as well. Let's start here. Okay, there's one. Turn it over. Here's the other one. I think it's on the mountain. There it is. This one needs to turn around because we're going backwards now. No? Clockwise. We're going clockwise now from there over there. We're going down the mountain. Not up the mountain anymore. Okay, so that's that. Let's file, export. Only start and finish. Oh, come on. Only start and finish, export. Okay. File, open. Start and finish. File, save as track. Remember, we want to call it. We said we're gonna call it Reaper Peak. We'll call it that. Okay, let's copy it. Let's finish. Copy. Paste. So in other words, Reaper Peak should start backwards now. So Reaper Peak, let's try it. Just to let you show. See this start and finish. The 67 megabyte per file. It should only be 15 kilobits. We'll get back to that a little bit later. So I saved it. This one is C. Okay, so yeah, we are going backwards. So if I should turn around now, it will warn me I'm going in the wrong direction. And this, as you can see, the bits is not working as well. So, for the bits to work, let's quickly load track again. File, open, I need the track. I hope you're enjoying this. Please follow, like, subscribe or whatever. I'm gonna do this on a regular basis. I'm looking for we're going up, yeah. Just want to double check quickly. Okay, so it's one pet. Maybe. It is the pet, so let's make it one pet. There, file, save, drag. Drag. And right, yes. Okay, so we need to copy it. Drag. Copy to our folder. This is for, in order for the pets to work, you need to rename that pet strip one pet or one pet something. Okay, why does the pets not work? Okay, pet. One pet. Copy that one. Paste it in what container data services. Paste. Which one did I do now? Start container. Should be copy Reaper Peak. Reaper Peak, pet, surface one's pet, is pet line, yes. Let's see if it works. Reaper Peak. So there should be a red rectangle around the pet guy. I did it correctly now. I don't know. Nope. What am I doing? What am I doing wrong?
check pet. My track. Is my track? It's one pet. One save track. Track. Let's save it. Just to be sure. Track 2242. Copy. Paste. Let's take Reaper Peak. Start. Finish Peak. Okay, is that? No. Reaper Peak. Key. Pet. Yeah. Pets. Not pets. No. Can't bloody remember. The key. What's the key? It's not that one. Make the key. I'm gonna make that key what? VRTO. Just wanna check something. In Reaper Peak services, the pit line is a valid track. Is pit line? Yes. Now, Reaper Peak. I need to go to that. Reaper Peak. Now I wonder if you need to record pet line for it to work. Okay, there was something. Why doesn't it work? Let's be sure. Maybe because I didn't save it.
let me just check. I'm gonna delete that one, delete that one. I'm gonna just redo a normal start and finish. FPX. Start finish. File save track. Start finish. Okay, in 5. Just get it. Copy. Paste. Leaving everything default. Does it work? Let's try free drive per pick. There's a moment that red box disappears. If I think back correctly, it happened to me before. What I did was, honestly I can't remember. Check. Okay. Trying to make the pit box show, that red box. It was there for a brief moment. This happened to me before. What did I do? You see it disappears for a brief moment. So something's overlapping something. Let's see, I'm gonna redo the whole bit. Open.
But a bit so bothering me because the red rectangle box around the car disappears. I had this issue before. I can't remember what I did. So you see, flickers for a brief moment. There's something overlapping. What the hell is causing that? As if there's a duplicate something stepping over it. Let's check. Right. Select all, delete. You see? There's a flippin' duplicate right underneath. Pull that one over here. There's a duplicate right underneath the pits that caused my pit box not to show, but we're gonna fix it now. I'm gonna show you. This happened before. I have no idea why, so let's save it. I saved it now, so I cannot undo. I did not make a backup, so that's a big issue in the first place. Okay, but in case, let's see. Here's our course. Let's leave it like that for now. Okay, that road is totally out. Road fix. I want a note over here. Let's see. This should go. Okay, I'm gonna save. Take a chance and save. Okay, so now there was a duplicate route over this one, which I did not create. It was there. I don't know if the guy something is just any case. So I deleted it now. Just check a few minutes back. Because now let's do. You see, but now everything changed. So I need to resave the terrain. I need to save the track.
because it moved. Export. So I need to move the track, the terrain. Objects is still the same. Start and finish did not change. Objects did not change, so it's not only terrain and tracks changed. Okay. Duplicate right. I knew there was something wrong. Let's do open terrain. Track, this is terrain, yes. Thank you, close, open, track. Now if we choose, but it should work because there's not an overlapping freaking piece of track mesh over it. But problem solving, that's the thing. So if it happens to you and you can't see your pit red triangle, just know in RTB there's a track overlapping that one. Let's see if I'm correct. This one will be now one pit into one save as track. Okay, thank you. Let's copy our track and our terrain. Copy. Back, paste, replace both. So now, if we try, let's see if the Batman with his red box is there, because we removed the duplicate. Nope. Something is happening. I redid the terrain, I redid the where are they? Let's just do my start and finish as well. Start and finish. Open, start, finish, save as, start, finish. Copy that one to all three of them, then I know they are the same. Finish this. Got that one, that one, that one, that one. Let me check something. I'm gonna put nothing seems untoward, so the only thing I can think of, let's change the start grid totally. Let's make it Let's make it 10 cars. Both of them. Save. Let's go back. Let's do all of them 10 for now. I'm only doing this because my pitbox red triangular doesn't want to show. I'm looking for the problem. So it's 10 of them. We stagger them 20. Second row set 15. 35. Export. Start finish. Open up. Well, open FPX. Start finish. We made major changes. File, save as track. Start finish. Yes. Need to copy it. Start finish. First, yes. Let's do. Start container. Even without the pit line and the fast line, it should show that the box. And it still doesn't show that box, so what is wrong? And there's another one. Save. Okay, so there was 2 roads overlapping that only one road. So let's do that again. That road. Okay, as you can see now, I deleted everything. There's no duplicate roads at all. Okay, so I'm gonna leave them like it is. Okay, let's leave that one like it is. And create an extra road, more megabytes, but that's fine. Save it. So again, we need to do the road and the terrain, because the terrain changed. File, export, terrain, tracks, start, finish. You will get this problem if you play around with RTB a lot. There's sometimes duplicate roads that gets created over each other and there's nothing you can do about it. So if you don't see that, redo it. Let's see if it's the problem. I don't know. Start, open. First one was start, finish. File, save as. Finish, yes. File, open. Terrain. File, save that one. Terrain, yes. Thank you. Now for track. Open. Track. Need to rename our pit strip to one pit. Pit, file, save, track. Get start, finish, terrain and track, copy those three. Paste. Nice. Go. Hope you enjoy my weather that I recorded. What the? I wonder if I delete this road, just save. See, I don't know what happens. This thing gets created 2 times. Again, it created a duplicate. And delete the string objects. Delete. Okay, so my pitch is not working, so I'm gonna try new road at Toronto. I'm just gonna be playing around quick now, just okay. Maybe I must carry on tomorrow with this pitch. Problem is my pitch creating an overlapping and it's creating issues. I'll fix that tomorrow. And now I'm gonna call quits. Thank you for watching. We will build the pits tomorrow night. The issue currently is the pit guy. It's an issue. Okay, I'll see you guys tomorrow night. Thank you for watching. Just quickly going out. We did the folder structure tonight. Oh, it's good for them. Adios amigos. Check you guys tomorrow night. Thank you for watching.